Hi again, it's Bree from Fit.Mom. As many of you know, I'm a doctor, a mom, and probably my most important hat that I've been wearing lately, besides being a mom and a wife, is trying to get people motivated about their fitness and their nutrition. So I have a special guest here with me today. This is Chelsea Thede. She's from Mama Bear Naturals, which is an awesome, amazing page. So go visit it because she has a great blog, great recipes that are easy to follow, easy to make, and ridiculously healthy.
And I do at least a weekly Facebook Live about recipes for your family, probably about more kids, for recipes they'll love, that they will eat. And a lot of them are kind of just fun takes on some of their favorites. So definitely check out my page.
Definitely. And if you have questions or comments, please make sure that you leave them. Like our pages, follow it, share this if you find it helpful, and we will keep bringing more to you. So earlier today, we actually made a great alternative to ranch dressing, which is delicious. But now we're getting to my favorite, which is chocolate. So what are we going to be making right now?
We are going to be making a healthy fudge. And this is something that would be a really quick thing to give your kids, like if they ask for a treat after dinner. I mean, I know kids never ask for treats, but
not ours.
But the problem is, obviously you go to the grocery store and all the treats have junk, and if you go to like an ice cream store or something, it's expensive. Mm-hmm. And to make something at home, it could be intimidating to try new ingredients. It might be expensive, and it's time consuming sometimes. So this one is a great option. I mean, who doesn't love chocolate, like you said?
I do.
And we're using some really easy, cheap ingredients like nut butter, banana. So it's definitely gonna be something that your kid loves. And what's great about this is you can kind of tailor it to your kids' flavors that they like if they have a certain nut butter that is their favorite. So we'll kind of get started with the ingredients, and then I'll just kind of talk through it. So
this is most stuff that you already have in your pantry. Mm-hmm. So it's really easy, it's quick, and trust me, I did not grow up with a family that cooked a lot, and so this whole cooking thing has been new to me the last 5 years, and this is easy. This is something that even I can master, okay?
Right. Yeah, when it's like 7:30 at night and your kid is like, I want dessert, you could totally go to your pantry and make this and have it for them within 20 minutes. So we're going to a half cup of almond butter, and like I said, if you have peanut butter or cashew butter in your pantry that is your kid's favorite, go for it.
So why is it, Chelsea? I know we've talked before, and you really prefer almond butter over like peanut butter and kind of other nut butters. Why is that?
Yeah, I really like almond butter because when you think about the types of healthy fats that you're giving your kids, almonds and cashews tend to have a little bit more monounsaturated fats than some of the others. And I mean, we need polyunsaturated fats, but it's we need the mono for like our brains, and that's just a little bit harder to get in our diets, especially when kids are kind of living off nut butters. And also peanuts, if you're not getting organic, they're really prone to having a lot of aflatoxins, which is not something you want in your kids. So if you do like peanut butter, definitely I would try and buy organic if you can, and read the label. I'm gonna lick my finger for a second. Read the label. Do not get hydrogenated oils. Do not get corn syrup or sugar in your peanut butter. A lot of the main brands have that. I'm gonna wash my hands.
So to piggyback off of what Chelsea was talking about, read the labels, because so much stuff will kind of tout itself as being healthy or natural, and it's really not. The FDA doesn't really keep track on that. Once it's approved, they can pretty much say whatever they want. Organic foods actually have to go through a special type of testing. Their sites have to be visited. So those are a lot healthier and more regulated than just whatever is said to be healthy or natural. So make sure you're looking at the labels, because there's a lot of hidden things in there that you don't want in your body, or especially your kids' bodies.
Right. So that's why we wanna for nut butters that are just the nuts, maybe a little bit of salt, and there's some really great brands out there. Or you can go to some stores and grind your own. That would be great. So we have our nut butter in here, and then we're gonna just take our banana and put it in there.
So what is the banana for? Does that help hold everything together?
Yeah, it's just gonna kind of blend it up.
But kind of that creamy texture.
Creamy texture, a little bit of flavor. And then we will put in a teaspoon of vanilla. And if you don't know, just pouring a capful of vanilla is usually a teaspoon. So that's an easy measuring trick. And then we have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and we just gently melted that in the microwave.
30 seconds, guys. That's all you really need.
And then we'll do 2 tablespoons of raw honey, and I really like raw because you'll get more vitamins, minerals, and some enzymes in there. So some great benefits for your kids.
But also, just FYI, for those who
Tuning in or didn't know, honey should not be used in kids under the age of 1 because of potential for botulism. So
Yes.
our bodies can fight it off, but they cannot. And also, if you're worried about like nut allergies in kids, it's actually better to introduce nuts earlier rather than later now. There's a lot of research coming out. So that's something that you can include in some of your recipes to make it a little bit healthier. Again, making sure that you're getting the organic.
Yeah, and if you were making this dessert for someone under 1 as kind of like a fun treat just to try, or as a way to introduce nuts as the sweetener, I would just do like 2 tablespoons of maybe like maple syrup, or you can do 2 dates. That would totally work. Just the dates are going to be a little bit harder to blend up, so maybe start with like the banana and the dates in there just alone, and make sure the dates get blended up first.
Right.
And I love dates. That's one of my favorite go-to sweeteners, but I know that's maybe not something you have as much on hand. And so the last thing we're gonna put in here is a tablespoon of cocoa powder.
Use unsweetened or sweetened?
Unsweetened.
All right.
And it's just in the blender, guys.
it's that easy.
That is my favorite type of dessert, is just putting everything in the blender. And for anyone who is trying to be vegan, I mean, this is a vegan dessert, and there are a lot of vegan desserts where it's kind of the same tactic of just putting things in the blender and then making balls or little like cups of things. So you might want to, like, if you do Pinterest, Google vegan desserts. They're super simple to put together a lot of times.
Okay, plug your ears.
Give it a fun three.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. How easy was that?
Don't waste it.
I have to use my food safety knowledge and wait until after. So we have some baking cups or some cupcake pans here with the cupcake liners, and all we're gonna do is take a spoon, take some of this fudge batter, if you will, and put it in the cups. And this makes about 6 cups of fudge. And all you're gonna do after these are in the cups is put it in the fridge for about 20 minutes just to get it hardened up. I mean, no judgment if you don't do that and you just eat it.
We are totally not judging you. We may be doing that here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this is, even though we kind of did a small recipe to show you guys, you can easily double, triple, quadruple this recipe. You still have plenty of the room in the blender. It's great to take to parties. Obviously, just check and make sure there are no nut allergies before you go. But it's easy, and people aren't going to know the difference.
Right, and you can totally build off this recipe and